Hello and welcome to the Hypergrid Resources Library located on the Cookie 2 region in Kitely. My name is Bethany and I'm the project lead for developing this educational resource. I'm an instructional designer in higher education and I'm a volunteer with a community virtual library. Our mission is to promote real librarianship in virtual worlds and help educators to connect with a global community of practice. In this video, I'd like to show you around. I'll give you a tour of our location and I'd like to show you the most important features you won't want to miss when you visit. So let's get started. First of all, here's an aerial view of CVL Island. We're focused today on the Hypergrid Resources Library and our space station, which I'll show you in a moment, but you'll also notice that we have other areas that may be in development or in between changing exhibits. For example, we have a large gallery building as well as an underwater ocean exhibit area. CVL Island is on the region Cookie 2, which is the virtual home of New Media Arts Incorporated, a nonprofit organization dedicated to preservation of cultural heritages using new media platforms such as virtual worlds. We also have other initiatives that may be of interest to you. For example, right next door is our Digital Citizenship Museum. But let's have a look around at what you'll find when you visit the Hypergrid Resources Library. When you walk in, you'll find a reception desk with information about the library and about our Virtual Worlds database project. If nobody's here when you visit, just click on these objects to be given a note card with information. If you're new to Virtual Worlds outside of Second Life, don't miss the short articles that are posted along the side wall. By now, you're probably thinking, this looks a lot like Second Life, and that's because it is. But there are important differences. Click on each of these boards to read the short articles that give you the very basic information you need to understand how the OpenSim platform of connected grids across an emerging metaverse is different from the closed proprietary world of Second Life. After you've read those articles, you can explore the upstairs area if you want to read more information on a variety of topics. Along this back wall are a couple of presentation posters on virtual worlds and education, and you can get a link to access those and other research from a Google folder. We also have free copies of Ruth and Roth avatars for our visitors. These open source avatars have been specifically designed for OpenSim, and they help to make hypergridding easier. If you have any trouble hypergridding because the avatar shape or skin you have is not exportable, use a Ruth or Roth-based avatar. Along this wall, you'll also find those aerial maps of the Cookie 2 region I've already showed you. But if you're ready to actually travel to another grid, you'll want to find your way to the teleporter in the corner. Click on the teleporter to choose a location. While there are other locations you can visit, the Hypergrid portals that let you jump to other worlds are all located up in the space station. From the space station, you'll find information boards with some tips on using the portals. Each portal also has a note card giver so that you can learn more about that area. Do make sure to read the information here on how to return to the Hypergrid Resources Library, because once you leave here, you won't find a Hypergrid portal on the other side to bring you back. To use the portal, just walk, run, or fly right into it. When the board displays the location, you can click Find and Teleport. Do keep in mind that hypergridding is still an imperfect technology and can sometimes fail. So embrace the spirit of adventure. And in that spirit, we'd like to invite you to join us. We hope to see you at an in-world event, or that you'll consider connecting with us to share your ideas and expertise for education in virtual worlds.